Welcome, race fans. Sorry about that little blip there. Kind of had things in the wrong place, but thanks for joining us tonight. We're on board here with the SRA Tornado Tailgaters Gen 6 Series at Texas for 130 laps. And I think it's going to be a pretty good one. I got Jeff Dodson in the booth with me here. So, Jeff, take away the points there, if you would, please.
Alrighty. Yeah, we got Bobby Zielinski as your pole point leader. He has 172 points. Benjamin Nelson is in second place. He has 166. He's 6 points back from Bobby. Jake Nichols is in third. He has 165 points. He's 1 point back from Benjamin. So if Jake can have a good run tonight, he can possibly get another position there from Benjamin. Just have to get one position from him, and they'll be good with that. Tyler Ducharme has 152 points. He's 13 points back from Jake Nichols, so he has a lot of work to do if he wants to get in the top three. Zoltan Herkzeg has 150 points. He's 2 points behind Tyler. David Schutt is in sixth place. He has 149 points. He's 1 point behind Zoltan. Bobby Cheney's in seventh. He has 141 points. He's 8 behind David. Femi Olat is 8th place in points. He has 137, and he is 4 points back from Bobby. Ariadne's 9th place in points. He has 136. He's 1 point back from Femi. And Marcus Richardson rounds out your top 10 in points with 130 points. He's 6 back from Ari.
Very cool. Well, we got about a minute and a half left here. Sorry about the kind of long intro song. I did not realize it was that long. Took up a lot of our time, so we didn't really have a whole lot to time to talk about stuff here, but we'll talk through qualifying because they do have a 10-minute open qualifying session here at SRA. Anything non-super speedway related, they do have open qualifying. So super speedways, they have single car qualifying. So, but we will step away here in about 30 seconds and play the national anthem and get things started. But 130 laps here, man. Hot temperature, 111 degree track temperature. Man, I think it's 88 degree air temperature, I think is what I see.
84.
84? Okay, my bad. But, man, it's going to be hot and slick.
Yes, it is.
This is the way these guys like it, though.
Yep.
It's kind of hard to complain about the track being hot and slick out there if that's the way you like to drive on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All right, well, folks, we're going to step away. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, folks, we are back, and qualifying is underway as we speak. looks like a pretty nice sized field. Somebody poking me here. I'll come up there if it's okay. If you don't want 3 people, though, that's cool. Well, no, that's fine. I don't care. But where is it? There, darling. There we go. Yeah, it's fine, Jared.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll let you and Jeff do most of the commentating.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Hey, I can handle it.
Heck yeah.
You're talking too, Rudy. You're talking too.
Oh, I will.
Wow, listen
I
to
will.
Boss Man coming up here.
I'm just here for fun, you know.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was pretty cool having
Yeah, he's never done
Marcus.
it, has he?
No, he said, can I come up for some light commentary? He got into it pretty good. And I thought he did
Nice.
pretty well. I thought Marcus did pretty well. But we got a new visitor here, folks. On the mic's going to be Jeff Dotson and Jared Darling. I'll kind of throw in some commentary there now and then, but these guys will rock it out. I'm telling you, I've been like waiting for the day, Jared, when you were going to come back in the booth with me, man. It's always good to have you in the booth because I think you do a heck of a good job.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I like racing too much, though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So I don't come up here that much. But yeah,
yep.
I'll be up here tonight. Up here today.
Heck yeah. Well, I mean, I can understand that, and I would rather that you race. Okay, I would rather. But you know, I mean, if you want to come up here, you're more
I
welcome.
enjoy this too. It's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think Marcus kind of got to see the race from our perspective last night, and he got to see a lot more action on the track. It's a lot more than you get to see out your windshield or in your rearview mirror, you know, and he's seen a lot going on.
You can also see how everybody else drives and
Right.
their driving
Yeah.
style and
Yeah,
all
there
that
you go.
stuff. It's pretty cool. So.
Well, and you know, he can pretty much kind of give you the rundown and the history of everybody out there that's racing. So, you know,
Plus here, Marcus and Bobby both race. Maybe I can actually learn something too.
hey, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, Mark, how you doing? Good to see you. Mr. Newworth? M. Newworth? How you say that? And, yeah, Sean Williams. Well, if I have if somebody gave me their camera to put in there, I put it in there. And if they didn't give me their camera, I can't put it in there. I mean, it's kind of hard to put somebody's link to their Twitch or something in there if I don't have the link. Wow, that's a very difficult concept, you know. Oh, he's having a fit because I don't have Sean Williams' link in there. Well, if I don't have Sean Williams' link to his Twitch, it's kind of hard for me to put it in there. I put everybody in there that they wanted me to, or you know, that gave me a link. I'm more than welcome to put anybody's link in there. Sean gives me the link to his Twitch, I'll put it in there. Not a problem. Anyhow, back to the Tornado Tailgaters now. This is one of Josh Robbins' sponsor this season, with because he's in a storm chasing outfit, I guess. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it is. It's actually him, his brother, and his cousin, and they go storm chasing all over the Midwest, and they actually have some pretty good footage of some tornadoes and storms and stuff, and they've actually I know for sure one time one of their videos actually got it was on the Weather Channel, and actually they put it on there. So I mean, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Well, I know my son, my youngest son, he has done that back many years ago. He is a weather nut.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, and he loves chasing storms. So he said that the guy that he helped, now this is like I said, many, many, many years ago. He was like, actually the first time he went, he was still in high school. And they were over in Ohio, because I used to live in Pennsylvania. They were over in Ohio chasing a big storm over there. And I worried about him all night till they got home. But he said that the TV station actually paid $1,000 a minute for every minute of video that you got. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
Holy smokes! And this guy pulled in a little tiny rinky-dink, I don't even know what it was, like a Ford Escort wagon or something. And he had like 15 antennas hanging off of that thing. There was antennas everywhere.
Wow.
Oh, I'm serious. I mean, he probably couldn't shut the car off, you know, because if he would have, it would have drained the battery in about probably 10 seconds, you know, with all the radio
Wow.
equipment. Yeah.
Yeah, I know for sure the one that they got that was on the Weather Channel, it was up here actually in northern Illinois where I live, and they actually got on camera a semi got lifted off the highway into the ditch.
Oh my
And
God.
actually, yeah, he was okay, and they went and and checked on the guy and everything, but he actually got that on footage, and you can just hear like from their voices like how like tense and stuff it was. I know the video's out there somewhere, and it's got quite a bit of views actually.
Yep. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I mean, it's definitely something I would never do, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, getting back
It's
to
cool,
the
though.
getting back to the racing side of it here, Jared, did you go out there and turn any laps?
Yeah, I was actually fifth in practice, but
Okay.
yeah,
Look.
the track is. I mean, these last what was it? It's been like a month or two or more since that last build, and the Gen 6 cars just drive so different now. And on top of that, if you all know SRA, they like their cars,
Wrecking loose.
wrecking loose, so they have the weather always really hot for these races. And yeah, going to the corners, I mean, you got to get off that throttle. You got to, it's sideways. And one thing that does, though, it makes good racing. And I think from what I was seeing in practice when I was doing, you're going to see guys on the bottom and the top, especially in 1 and 2, I feel like. Then you're going to see cars all over the racetrack, just trying different line stuff and making passes. So it should be a really good race, I think.
Well, but explain to me now, or explain to the viewers when you're talking about it being wrecking loose. Now we know in turn 1 and 1 and 2 there's some really rough bumps down there on the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
If the car's already loose and you hit those bumps, what happens to that car? Because it has to unload those rear tires and cause grip problems, and you got that wall coming at you.
Yeah, it's really tough to get a handle of, and you just got to enter that corner right. And try to avoid the bumps too, because if you go down on the bottom here, it's where they really hit. But I mean, on the short run here, that's like the fast way around, and with how loose these things are already, it's definitely a handful. I mean, these guys are really good at what they do, and everybody in here, and it's tough. It definitely is.
Well, it's going to be interesting. So.
And what I'm interested to see is with this race and everything, and these guys, we always see Bobby and Marcus are the favorite, but who can keep up with them and who can give them a run for their money tonight? That's kind of what I'm looking forward to seeing.
All right, folks, that's going to wrap up qualifying, and it looks like Jake Nichols, a big surprise there. Well, I don't know. Bobby Zielinski's coming around here. Let's see if he's going to beat that time. Nope, not going to beat it. Wow, I'll tell you what, Jake Nichols is on rails this season. I think he had a good race going last night in the truck race too, but unfortunately got caught up in some altercations there on the track, just innocent victim of circumstances there, and ended his night as far as bringing home a win, but he was still pretty competitive. But tonight in the Gen 6, I think we're going to see him try to get out here and probably try to get as many laps led as he could possibly get. So, all right, as they're lining up here, let's run down through the qualifying order. All right, starting on the grid, Jake Nichols with a 29.999. Boy, how close can you get to a 30-second lap is that? Freddie Delarosa will start on the outside of the front row in second place. Bobby Zielinski third, Marcus Richardson fourth. Ariotti will start fifth, David Shutt sixth. Stephanie Lessentine seventh, Bobby Cheney eighth, Delonte Ballard ninth, and Tyler Sifford rounds out the top 10, Jeff.
Yep, we got Ethan Kurtz starting in 11th place tonight. Kevin Scott will start in 12th. James Coulibaly, the last one to take a qualifying time, will start in 13th position tonight. Zoltan Herkzeg will start in 14th. Tyler Ducharme will start 15th. Santiago Tyrese will start in 16th. Femi Olat will start 17th. Nate Trado will start 18th. Cody Miller in 19th. And Will Klein will round out your top 20. Jared?
Yeah, the remaining here in the starting lineup, we got Brad Bothwell starting 21st, Sean Williams 22nd, I am not 23rd. 23rd then would be Elijah Gracia, Nicholas Caressel, and then Josh Robin rounding out the 25 cars we got tonight.
Very cool. Thank you, guys. Good job. All right, so Jake Nichols, man, what a nice lap Jake just put down right there. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and back to what Jared said, and what you said, Rudy, with who can battle with Bobby Zielinski and Marcus Richardson tonight. I think Jake Nichols is prime effort for that will be able to battle with these two guys. I think it'll be a fun race tonight to watch how Jake Nichols can compete with Bobby and Marcus.
Right.
Absolutely. I don't think he did a full season last season this league, but this is his first season, and I mean every week he is really up there with those guys, and he's won a lot of races we've seen, and he's definitely one of those guys that can compete with them, and I don't see it being any different tonight. So it'll be exciting to see if he can, get it done. But we also got, Freddie De La Rosa, Ariotti, so good in those long runs, saving the tires. He's going to be there. So there's a lot of guys in this race tonight that I think they can give him a run for their money.
They really are, and I think we got to watch out for the one female driver in the series over here, Stephanie Lesentine, as she come off a third place finish last night in the trucks. Sadly, though, she hasn't been having that great of a run over here in the Gen 6 series, but she's got a top 10 starting position tonight of 7th, so I think we need to watch out for her as well.
Absolutely, yeah, she's super impressive and has a lot of bad luck, unfortunately. I think she got the win at Daytona. So, at least she did get a win and get in victory lane. But, yeah, she's been super impressive. Just needs a little bit of luck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that win at Daytona this season was her first win over here at SRA, so maybe she can get her second soon in this season. Yep. All right, the pace car heads into pit road here.
Green.
And there's the green flag. This race here at Texas Motor Speedway for the SRA Tornado Tailgaters Gen 6 Series is underway. And a good start with the number 73 car of Jake Nichols. And he's got Freddie De La Rosa on his outside, but Bobby Zielinski already with a strong run trying to get around Freddie and get up here and start racing Jake Nichols.
Absolutely great start there for Jake Nichols, and they're side-by-side for second. They're Freddie on that outside line trying to keep Bobby pinned down, but, lap one, I think he's going to give it to him right here, and he does as Bobby takes second right there.
Yeah, that was a great run for Bobby to get around him this early part in the race. But as you said, we watch for Ariotti, but he's always the major tire saver over here, so I don't think he's going to turn the afterburner on just yet. I think he's going to conserve a little bit and wait for that later stage and start turning it on before that. But we look back at Stephanie Lesentine, as it looks like Bobby Cheney was racing with her there for a few seconds, and now it looks like she's trying to get around David Shupp, just can't make it happen as David trying to get around Arian.
Yeah, trying to get that outside going right here at the beginning of this race. On the fresh tires, like I said, that bottom lane's probably where you're going to want to be. But after the tires were up, I think you're going to see guys move around a lot. As we did have a lead change, Bobby Zielinski just couldn't lead from Jake Nichols.
Yes, he did. In a fashionable way, too, as he did that, because Jake Nichols was on the high side trying to hold him off. And this looks like right now, these drivers, they're going to have to wait a little bit longer, I think, before that high side starts to come in. It looks like the bottom lane's dominant right now.
Well, the good thing is Jake Nichols did get his lap led there and helped him with the bonus point. And now he can settle in second place. Looks like they got a pretty good pull away there from Freddie D. Freddie's back just a couple of tenths. So they'll pace themselves a little bit here. But, boy, this battle between Ariotti and David Shutt, they've been doing this back and forth quite a bit now. And Ariotti is going to, he's going to try to get it down there in between David Shutt and Stephanie Lessentine, but boy, them two have been battling pretty hard since the drop of the green flag.
Yeah, they really have. It's some fierce competition between these two here, but it always is. I mean, you know, when you have Ari and David up front, Marcus and anybody up front here, it's always the front runners here. They always have fierce competitions up here, so it's not unlikely to see these guys battling it out this early.
Yep. And what's awesome is all these guys, they've been racing each other for years, and they know each other, they talk to each other all the time, and they know how to race one another, so they can race hard side by side like that and trust each other and know that they're not going to make a mistake, and they can race like that. So that's also really awesome.
Yeah, that's what makes most leagues, you know, the way they are, because most of the drivers have been around one another for quite a long time, and they, you know, understand each other's driving lines and driving habits. But the good question is here, Jared, what does it do when you get a handful of new drivers in here? How does everybody start reacting when they get one of those new drivers around them?
Well, that's the thing, you don't know, and it makes you kind of question, like, can I, you know, throw that car in there? Can I go side by side with him? Can I make it 3 wide? And then when he makes the same move back, like, is he going to be able to hold his line? You're just not sure. But after a while, when you keep racing with them, you know that they can do it, then you start to trust them, and, you know, you race them the same way, too.
Exactly. Well, it looks like David Shutt is now racing with Freddie D here. He's trying to get around Freddie now on that low side. Marcus Richardson got around him as well. Marcus will move into third. We'll see if David can move into fourth, and yes, he does. And here comes Ariati now to try to move into fifth.
Freddie De La Rosa kind of falling back there a little bit, but he might be just trying to save these tires right here. As after save the tires, Ariati was by as well. So Freddie falling back just a little bit, but I would not be too concerned.
No, I wouldn't be either. 130 lap race. They're only 8 laps in. This is tire saving mode right now. These guys don't need a battle anywhere at all, because they're just going to use their stuff up, and then if somebody starts to catch them, they're going to lose to them because they've used their tires.
Well, I just wanted to point out, Tyler Ducharme is running the Somewhere Saloon sponsored car tonight for the Truck Series sponsor. Somewhere Saloon. They tuned in last night. I don't know how many of them tuned in. I didn't hear from Chemo, but they had it up in the bar. That is the sponsor for the Truck Series, folks. Somewhere Saloon in Kansas City, Colorado.
Yeah, and right now Tyler Ducharme is having a battle with Tyler Sifford, so it's the Tyler and Tyler show here, but it looks like Tyler Ducharme will prevail and get around Tyler Sifford. Wow, Tyler got a little bit of a run there on the high side, kind of trying to battle back, but Tyler Ducharme was able to keep him at bay.
Yeah, look out now.
Like Tyler might have the apron there, but I did just want to mention that is really awesome, though, that Somewhere Saloon plays these races there. That is really cool.
I know it. Well, they're closed on Mondays, but I think from what Chemo told me, they replay them on Tuesdays. So because the bars closed on Mondays, but they do watch the truck race on Sunday night. So, but I wanted to point out here, Nate Trito now, last night's pole sitter in the Truck Series, hanging on in 12th place. Good job.
Yeah, he started 18th, so he's picked up some reputable positions here, and he's looking to get up toward the front here. So yeah, he's got a fast race car right now.
And also to update.
Go ahead. No, I just wanted to say, Zoltan Hertzeg, don't count that guy out at all, man. He is always up there. That guy he's been really, really, good this season so far.
He has, and with you saying that, Rudy, we look back to last week at Dover. He had the most dominating performance at Dover in his SRA career to date so far, and we're not really quite seeing that out of him yet here at Texas. But I'm thinking with that confidence booster that he got from last week with having such a great run that he did, I think that might start helping him in his future races here. We might actually see him maybe pull out another top 10 finish here tonight, possibly.
I wanted to mention right behind him, just kind of also the Figure sponsor here, Josh Robin. He started dead last on the field. He's already gained 12 spots at the start of this race. He's that back the race. He's got sideways. Are you kidding me?
Femi Olat.
Well, he's trying to save it. He's trying.
Did Femi get into him, or did he just do that?
I think so.
Wow.
Wow, what a save! That he dirt tracked that all the way around 3 and 4.
Yeah, he was at Algora that whole corner. Oh my gosh!
Wow,
that was amazing driving by Josh Robin.
That was.
So obviously the MaxSpeedTV jinx still happens all the time. I see, as
Yeah,
I literally
yeah.
talked about him, and he's sideways into the wall a little bit. I don't. Hopefully that's not too bad of damage, but that was
There wasn't
unbelievable save.
there wasn't any contact there, was there, between him and Femi Olat, was there?
I think he might have been pushing him a little bit down the backstretch. I was on him right when it happened, and that was wild and a great save. It's crazy.
I can't tell if there was any contact really between him and Femi, but I know after that happened, he did hit the wall. So I know he's got some right side damage. We can see it there on the hood a little bit. So that might, I don't think that's going to be enough to slow him down. But then again, it could be. I mean, you know, you never know with, you know, getting a damaged race car. You know, you can get just a little lick of damage, not even hardly noticeable, and sometimes that can still affect the handling of your car. But the main question is that hopefully he didn't get the tire hit, because if he hit the tire into the wall, that could have messed up his camber or his toe, and that might also be making the car drive worse.
Yeah, you know, tell you what, that was the save of the race right there. I don't think anybody can. I don't think anybody can top that.
That was wild. I mean, I thought he was wrecking for about a mile.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think Bobby Cheney should start giving guys awards for the way they save their cars over here, because we've seen it a couple times now with some of these guys over here just crazy crashes, and then they just come back and have a crazy save to the race like he did here. So I think he gets tonight's crazy save award.
I think if we get a chance, we need to talk to him about that later on, because that was unbelievable.
Yeah,
it was.
Well, as good of a driver as you are, Jared, I think that would have even been one that I don't even know if you could beat that one. That was pretty amazing.
I could have done that one. That was very impressive.
Yep,
it was. And I noticed he wiggled again off turn 2 this time by, so he's got a handful of that car right now.
Jake Nichols took a look inside Bobby Zielinski there, but man, it's just so difficult to try to get that run out of turn 4. Bobby just pulled back ahead of him, so man, but looking back, Marcus is kind of laying back just a little bit. He's about 0.6 of a second behind Jake right now.
Yeah, this is a little unusual for Marcus right now. Usually at this point in the race, 20 laps in, he starts to kind of pick up the pace a little bit. But right now it kind of looks like he's not. He's just kind of hanging back here watching these guys in front of him here and just kind of riding for now.
Yeah, I would say he's just riding, but I would say you might want to start playing that Jaws music, because he's going to get up there. He'll be there. He's just watching these two as they're actually battling side by side. Jake Nichols looking to the inside of Bobby there. He's just sitting back there watching. That I know Marcus. He's just hanging out right now.
Well, he also knows that if these two keep battling the way they are, that'll still allow him to pull ahead of them, because they'll start to lose momentum because they're racing one another.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, Ethan Kurtz out of the race already.
Yeah, that's a tough break.
He only turned a lap or something there and took it behind the wall.
Yeah, it looks like he maybe turned 2 to 3 laps. Yeah, he turned 2 laps, because we're on lap 20 now, and he says he's 18 down. So he turned about 2 laps and took her behind the wall. So yeah.
Not sure what happened there, but.
And it looks like the last car on the lead lap is the 38 of Santiago Tyrese.
Yeah, and that's kind of surprising, because, you know, as much as he's usually battling up in the front, he's clear in the back right now. But then again, he does like to kind of save his car, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see him in the second half of this race get right up there and start battling up with them guys. Ooh, Brad Bothwell out of shape, takes it clear down on the apron.
Yeah, that's going to allow Santiago to get around him now and pick up a position, and Brad Bothwell will go to the last car on the racetrack now.
That was a pretty good save by Brad, too, because that car was gone. Uh-oh.
Oh, he just blinked out.
Speaking of gone.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he left there for a second.
He's back now, though.
Yep.
I'll tell you one guy I've been watching, and it's not just him. There's a lot of guys starting to do it. I was talking about earlier on when the tires wear. You're going to start seeing guys move up. Bobby Cheney, Tyler Ducharme, Arrieta, they're all running way up high in 1 and 2. Especially Bobby Cheney, as you see him behind Freddie here. He's going to take it to the high side there, and he's way up the track, and he's making ground. I mean, he's going to get a great run up this corner, I think. And, you know, I saw Arrieta's doing the same thing. These guys are searching, and Bobby's got the run on Freddie here.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, it is working. Awesome.
Wow.
kind of makes you. He probably didn't really want to take it down low in 3 and 4, but he got a little
now he doesn't
looser.
have his line. Yeah, he did get a little sideways there. And I know you guys have probably mentioned it before. I think I've heard you, but Bobby Cheney definitely changed his driving style this season.
Yep.
He's qualifying. He's starting up front. He's running with these guys. He's so used to hanging back and just kind of letting people, either wreck out or have trouble. But now he's going after it. I'm glad to see that. But,
Yeah.
I think that's how you should race. Is just go as hard as you can. But I mean, and it's working out for him. I feel like.
Well, my problem with going as hard as you can is I used to be able to do it, 5-6 years ago. Of course, my health ain't the best now, but back then I could do it. Today I can't hang that long. 40 laps of that, man, I'll tell you what, it just wears you out really quick.
Yeah.
It really does. I mean, even with a fit race car driver, they can still get kind of wore out pretty easy with wheeling these machines, and so I mean it's a test to really manage these race cars race by race and just do the job that they do. But these guys over here at SRA, they always make it look easy. And with my standpoint of racing, I love to race cars, and I'm nowhere near as good as these guys here, because I can see Bobby Cheney up there, like Jared said, sticking to the top lane up there, and every time that I run a stock car on the top lane, my car either gets loose or tightens up, and I can't hold on to it. So these guys over here, they're just a test, a testament to with what they can do with these machines, and it's just great to come out here and commentate these races and watch them from night to night when they do it, and it's always a fun race. But wow, look at that, Bobby Cheney just almost took it way up beside the wall there, and man, I thought he was going to clip it there for a second. So he's really trying his horizons now to see how far out he can really go.
This battle for the lead's really heating up. They're side by side, and Marcus is there now.
I'm watching this because Jake Nichols has been right there. Oh, and I think
we got
a caution.
Wow, that happened right in front of the leaders too.
Wow, who was that? Brad Bothwell?
That was Brad Bothwell.
Wow.
Yeah, that was really close. Let's go back and check that out.
Here.
And it's just a single car spin. He was all by himself. There was nobody around him. Got loose coming off turn 4, it looks like, and spun it out.
Oh, yeah. Boy, no. Man, that was kind of weird. It just like all of a sudden just started to break loose.
Yeah.
I was actually I was really just about to mention it. One thing I noticed when I was practicing earlier, these cars, when they're on the old tires, you cannot be wide open even on the straightaways. I mean, when the tires wear, they get really sideways, even just going in a straight line or going through that tri-oval. And I mean, obviously that's what happened to him. When Bobby and Jake Nichols were side by side there, right when that happened, Bobby got a little sideways on the straightaway. So I mean, you got to be really careful even on the straightaways here. That's how these cars are really tough to drive.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they really are tough to drive, and it's kind of back to from what I've learned, driving on iRacing here. You can have the tightest setup you can have a midpoint setup to where it's not too tight, it's not too loose, or you can have a setup like SRA runs over here where it's wrecking loose, and you can mess with your steering ratios and everything that it allows you to mess with the steering and the brake bias, and you can get that car feeling good. And you can still kind of feel it either getting tight or getting loose with which kind of setup you have. But there's always still that median, that midpoint, that there's sometimes that you will never know. That car sometimes just wants to, no warning, absolutely no warning, break loose or get tight on you, and there's nothing you can absolutely do about it.
Well, let's see who's going to come out first here. Jake Nichols, Bobby Zielinski. I'm not sure who's going to come out.
I tell you what, Jake Nichols overshot the pit stall coming. He's going to lose a bunch of spots right here.
Oh, no. Looks like David Shutt might have won that race off the pit road.
I think you're right.
I don't know. We'll have to see here. Maybe Zielinski did beat him. I don't know.
Was that a four-way? Wow, that was a four-way race off pit road between Jake Nichols, Zoltan Herczak, Delonta Ballard, and Stephanie Lesentine.
Yeah, I think Shutt beat Zielinski off a pit road, but
wow, what a great stop for him.
Yeah. I don't know. Can you go verify that? Maybe not, because now Zielinski's pulled ahead.
Maybe
we'll see what happened
Bobby's
here.
got it. But yeah, Jake Nichols, he's gonna fall back to about 8th. So that's a tough break there for him.
Hey, Rush. Hey, Russian. Yeah.
Should we pull
right.
Josh up here about that save?
Well, yeah, definitely. Can you pull him up here, or somebody?
Yeah, I'll
Talk to
pull
him.
him. You talk to him.
Me? Jeff can do it.
Okay, I'll talk to him. Let's see, where is he?
Josh, Rob.
There he is, I got him.
Wow, he's back in the field now.
Josh Robin, you got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Hey, man. Tell us about that amazing save that you had there a couple laps ago when we were watching you, and Jared was talking about you here, and then kind of looks like you lost it there and got some contact, another car hit the wall, and you were dirt tracking it around both turns 3 and 4, and it looked like you were going to lose it a couple times, but you held on to it and got the car saved and settled down. Tell us about that.
Yeah, Femi, I had help from Femi. He had a big run and then just gave me a bump down the back and shot me to the outside wall, then spun me back down towards the inside. I was hoping I'd clip Femi and turn him to head on to the outside wall, but that didn't happen. So, yeah, I was just drifting it, trying to keep it under control through the whole turn, 3 and 4, and yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Yeah, Josh, I want to apologize. I guess the MaxSpeedTV jinx is still going on because I literally was talking about you, and then that happened. We were on screen with you and everything. But I did want to say that was an impressive save. I mean, you were you were sideways for about a mile, so I mean that was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
I was like, hopefully you didn't get too much damage, but great save.
Yep, thanks.
Yeah, so Josh, you kind of give us a, example there of what the track feels like out there. We know SRA's, setups are always loose, but what's your thoughts on the setup out here tonight?
I mean, yeah, it's loose, but honestly, it's not too bad. It actually doesn't really change at all. Like it's loose, but it doesn't like get any looser or any tighter, And but there's pretty good fall off too, so I like it.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for talking with us here, Josh, and good luck in the rest of the race. Looks like you're going to go green, so good luck, and we'll hopefully talk to you later on.
All right, thank you.
All right,
He
Jared.
said he hoped he could clip Femi. Oh,
yeah, that was funny. That was funny. Well, get him going, Jared.
Alrighty. Yeah, it does look like David Shutt's going to be second here in this restart. Thought maybe he had it, but Bobby Zelenski's going to lead him down here. Green flag's back out here in Texas. And Shutt really did not get that good of a jump. Marcus Richardson going to take advantage of that, and he's going for second right here.
Yeah, wow.
The two favorites trying to get 1-2 here. And one guy we definitely got to watch is Jake Nichols. He was up there battling Bobby that first run. Had that really bad stop there. Let's see if he can work his way back to the front. And we got trouble.
Oh, that looked like Tyler Sifford.
Tyler Sifford, but no caution.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think he got clipped from somebody, but he technically was the only car that spun. And since he went down below that white line and hit the inside wall, and looks like he stayed below the white line, I think that's why the caution flag never waved.
Yeah, I'm looking back at it. Looks like some contact between him and Cody Miller.
Yeah, I'm going to ride along with him here and see. Cody took it to the inside. I'm not sure. Well, we're going to see here in just a second because now Tyler was holding his line. Yeah, Cody come out of turn 2 right there, and the car kind of stepped right on him, just enough to catch Tyler. Oh man, that's a tough break for Tyler.
Tough break, yep.
Golly, man, that poor guy just can't get a break here, guys. Man, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it seems week in, week out, he's just having some issues over here, and he really can't get on his feet. And the same thing, kind of as we said, kind of goes for Stephanie too. It seems like she just really can't, get her feet stuck in after that win at Daytona. It seems like that was the, best race she had through her SRA career. And now with these races over here, it seems like after that race, she's been having some trouble getting her feet just dug in and trying to get everything going. And same for Tyler. So it's a tough break for both of those, for those two. But hopefully they can get something going later on in the season here and maybe at least try to get a bid into the chase.
I hope Tyler can get to pit road and get that looked at and get back out there because he's too good of a driver for that to happen to like that and this early in the race.
Yeah.
So, well, guys, I think it's about time for a little crank it up here. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, yeah, the crank it up cam worked pretty good there. I like that. That's pretty awesome.
Cool.
But yeah, good to have these guys up here running this good. But I'll tell you what, already Bobby Zielinski turning in 35 laps led. It's going to be difficult for anybody to beat that, you know. Now, I'm not saying, excuse me, I'm not saying that it can't be beaten, but because he hasn't clinched that title yet. But Marcus Richardson sitting right there in second place. He's ready to take that lead over from Bobby Zielinski. And I have seen this more times than not, where Marcus will sit there the whole race and let you think you're going to win it, and on the last 2 laps, just clean your clock.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
You know, he just lets you sit there and think, I mean, I got this sewed up. You know, I got this. Look how many laps I've led. But he'll grab the win right away from you.
I tell you, one guy I want to give a shout out to right here has made a great run through the field. Our biggest mover definitely is Tyler Deschamps, 15th up to 4th right here, up here with these guys. He's made a great drive so far.
Oh, showtime.
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, even Marcus said last night, he said he hasn't been the real showtime like we're used to seeing out here lately, but because he's had a lot of bad luck. But I mean, he runs well, he gets up there, but it seems like when it comes down to the bitter end, he just he can't get by. Oh, here goes Jake Nichols by.
I think
Trying to come back from that overshooting the pit stall there, and he's up to 4th now. He's coming.
Yep.
And looking at that, guys, I really think a good, way to show that, Jake Nichols' talents is look at how well he's doing after, having that pit stop issue. He's overcome it, and he's back up front here, bidding to get back up to the lead.
Tyler went way up the hill right there.
Yeah, he did.
Whoa. I thought he was going to get into the wall. He was that high.
Yeah. Tyler's been running that high line this whole race, and it has been working, but now these guys are kind of starting to go back by him. So I don't know if maybe kind of wore the tire off just a little bit, running that high side this early in the run.
Well, it's awesome.
they're getting rubber laid down on that bottom too. I'm wondering how much that's making the grip change down on the bottom.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's helping the tab, more than what the high side is, because you can see that bottom lanes get, and you can see their arc in their corners, because you can see when they're coming into turn 1, they're still up by the wall there a little bit, and they come all the way down to that white line, then they arc back out up toward the wall to the backstretch. They do the same thing through 3 and 4. So you can kind of see that line getting dark in that lane there, but when you're in the corners up on the high side, it still looks like a fresh racetrack up there. So I think that, with that being said, with the rubber laid down on the bottom, you're not wearing your tires as bad as you would on the high side where the track's still clean.
Rush said showtime's turned into no time.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Santiago Tyrese now up to 13th. Guys, look at this. He was clearing the back of the field earlier.
Yeah, I think you're right, Rudy. When we mentioned him earlier, he was just kind of, not in his element at the point in the time where he was. He was kind of just taking it easy, and now he's going for it since that caution come out. He got a good pit stop. He's got some fresher tires now. He's trying to get up through here now.
Ariotti closed in on Stephanie Lessentine, going to try to pass her on the outside. And if what you said, Jared, is true, there, the outside line might be starting to work a little bit better. He might be trying to make this pass on the outside, and you know what? He might make it stick, because now Stephanie can't use that whole track to come out, and he is going to power by there coming out of turn 2. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. That high side, you get just such a good run off these corners, especially with these high banks. And you said she's not able to use that whole entire racetrack. She's got to get a throttle even more than normal. So then they get an even bigger run. And now Santiago is going to do the same thing right here, it looks like.
Wow.
That is a good question. Becky Sifford asking if Cody would get penalized for that, getting into Tyler. I really don't know. I don't know how the rules go here. I don't get into the rule part of it. Maybe you could answer that question, Jared.
Yeah, with something like that, I mean, I think that's, unfortunately, that's just kind of like a racing incident, and they wouldn't do anything about that. It's something that if it's intentional, they'll definitely do something about that. But I know Cody Miller, and it looked like he just kind of got sideways and got into him. So I don't think that's something they wouldn't do any penalties for. So.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like to me, was just a racing incident too, because when Tyler come out of turn 2 right there, he was kind of a little bit out of shape anyhow, and Cody just kind of was there at the same time, and just no place to go. I mean, he's got his foot in the throttle, and it's kind of, even if he let off the throttle that split second, it's not going to slow down enough to keep it off of him.
Yeah, it really isn't. And just one quick thing here. It's not a part of the race. I just want to figure this out. Jared, are you hearing the static on Rudy's mic too, or is that just me?
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay.
Really, you guys? What the heck's going on with my mic lately here? I don't
know. We're hearing static on it. I was just wondering if that was me or if Jared heard it too. So.
Well, I apologize. I hope it's not coming over the broadcast.
It sounds a lot better now.
Well, I moved it a little closer to my mouth, but I may have to go do some investigating on that here after the race is over tonight.
It kind of sounds like do you have a fan on or something? It kind of sounds like there's some air blowing into it or something.
No.
Huh? That's strange.
I'm not sure why, but Will Klein disconnected.
Yeah, I see that.
Well, Sifford he's still sitting on pit road, so. Well, I don't know. I don't know why my mic's doing that. I'll investigate that after the race is over. But everybody's been telling me this in chat and stuff, but I'm just not quite understanding why it's staticky. I don't know why it would be staticky. I don't know.
Yeah, there was one point there just a minute ago when you were talking with us, and it kind of sounded like he was outside in the windstorm. That's what it kind of sounded like. So I don't know, but I just wanted to make sure that wasn't just me, and to let you know if Jared heard it too, so you would know to, you know, look in to see what was going on with that. So,
all right, I'll check it out. But all right, Freddie D, 6th place. Bobby Cheney, 7th. And here comes Zoltan Herzeg by Bobby Cheney, making his move.
Still making that run.
Yep, up to 7th.
yeah, this is great to see the, you know, the run these guys are getting and the race these guys are having right now. Especially Zoltan, as we said, you know, he had a great run last week at Dover, but he did get, you know, kind of caught up in a little bit of an incident. I believe he finished outside the top 10, but maybe tonight here at Texas, he's having another strong run. Maybe he can get that top 10 finish here tonight and get a strong finish and build some more confidence going into future races.
I mean, he's heading for the top 5 right now. So
Yeah,
he's having a great run out here tonight. Just behind these guys, just a couple guys we really haven't mentioned today. Delonte Ballard in 9th. Nate Trado, he had the pole last night. He's running 10th. He started 18th, so he's gained some pretty good ground. This race so far, having a nice run.
Yeah, Nate's really gained some ground here. He started 18th. He's picked up 8-9 positions here, getting up in the top 10, right at the birth of the top 10 here, you could say, the margin, since he's running 10th. But just having a phenomenal run in the 97 car out here tonight. So I think, you know, all these guys in the top 10 right now, Rudy and Jared, I think we all have to, you know, with the run they're having right now, we have to really watch these guys and watch their, you know, racing here tonight and see how well they can do, because right now they're just having a fantastic race. Okay, well, hopefully you can figure it out.
Yeah, and then one guy who really isn't having as good as runs I thought he would be is Femi Olat, running back in 14th, and really, he started 17th and just really hasn't made that much ground this whole race, and I'm kind of used to seeing him a little bit further up in the field.
Yeah, you're right about that. We really are used to seeing Femi up, you know, further in the field here, and for some reason tonight, maybe he's just, maybe it's, you know, by design, Jared, maybe he's kind of back here, you know, it's not really, you know, toward the end of the race yet. We're kind of around the midpoint, so maybe he's kind of by design, just kind of maybe trying to conserve his stuff, maybe waiting for something to.
Oh, we had somebody, Elijah Gracia.
Yeah, I saw that.
He stopped on the front stretch. How the heck did he do that and not bring out a caution?
I don't know. Yeah, because we were just talking about Femi, and we've seen that when Femi come by him. So yeah, that's a great question. How did they not bring out a caution?
Kevin Scott actually. Also got sideways, and it looks like he spun and stopped in the front stretch as well.
Oh wow! How did they not bring out a caution?
Yeah, he spun right across. He spun right across the track. That's wild.
Yeah, bizarre iRacing moments. We see them from time to time.
Oh yeah.
Well, Smokey, they're not. I don't believe they're recruiting right now. They usually wait till the season's over before they start recruiting. This is, I'm not sure, what race is this? Race 5?
This is race number 5, yeah, so they're not even halfway through the season yet.
Yeah, so as soon as, I think I looked it up the other day, May 21st is their last race, and they usually open it up for a week or two in between seasons, so, but they're not, I don't think they're recruiting right now, but you can look them up anyhow and bookmark it. Sim Racing Authority is the name of the league, Sim Racing Authority. And look them up on the league directory, and when May 21st is over, I believe they will open it up. So, yeah, Smokey looking to possibly join in. That would be really cool. They're always looking for really, really good drivers. And I'm going to tell you right now, the competition level here is off the charts. It's unmatched. I've never seen a league that is as competitive and clean and good racers as these guys.
Yeah.
I mean, each and every week, doesn't matter what track they go to, they are bad to the bone.
They really are. And, I mean, you also have to look at it right now. 2 pro drivers are out front in this race, and they're having a great battle, and they're 2.5 seconds ahead of Jake Nichols in 3rd. And we've always said this before. We know there's some drivers over here that can race with these 2 guys week in and week out and have pro material, but they're not pro drivers. So, that just shows the, ability that these drivers have over here at SRA to be able to race with 2 drivers who are in a pro series. And that's always amazing to see. And that's great for them to be able to have that ability and have great racing still with, and I mean, do you think, Jared, that still puts pressure on those guys, that aren't pro drivers but can run with the pro drivers, that they're knowing that they're racing against pro drivers?
I mean, I wouldn't say really pressure, just kind of like, I mean, maybe a little bit, but like it also makes you, want to beat them even more because they're pro drivers, and when you do, that just feels awesome, because
Oh yeah.
And it's happened before, so.
I mean, it's hard to beat them. I definitely know that, and but those days when you can actually run with them and maybe even possibly beat them, it feels that much better. So I mean,
Really does. Yeah, I don't want to cut into it.
So we got some people making green flag pit stops
Yeah,
right now, by the way.
Stephanie Lessentine, Nate Trito just coming in.
Yep,
James Coulibaly, he's on pit road. Oh yeah, we got
Bobby
a lot
Zielinski.
of them.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
I just saw Jake Nichols is going to be coming in this time by. So a lot of the front runners are going to be coming in here.
Yep.
Yeah, so Bobby Zielinski gave up the lead to Marcus Richardson to come to pit road. So
David
Marcus is going to get
Schutt.
some laps later here now.
Zoltan Hertzeg coming in.
Oh yeah.
Delonte Ballard, Bobby Cheney. Looks like Femi Olat coming in. Boy, we got it. Yeah, there's a bunch of them coming in right now.
Yeah. This is the longest green flag run they've had so far, so they're getting to that fuel window now. So, yeah, these guys are coming in for some pit stops here.
Yeah, no, I would be a bit surprised to see Marcus Richardson come in here shortly, because the longer he stays out here, the more these guys are going to close that gap on him, and he knows that. He knows, but he's probably already got it mapped out when he wants to stop to make it to the end without having to stop again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of wondering here. Is there's still a lot of laps left? I'm wondering if these guys that are pitting are trying to, I don't think they can't make it from here, so they're going to try to make 2 more stops. And I think Marcus right here, he's going to try to just pit one more time and go to the end. So, kind of different strategies. I like that when it happens in these races.
Well, you got to try different strategies out there. I've heard Bobby Cheney say it, and a few other drivers say it, that if you do the same strategy as everybody else, then you're never going to gain or lose anything. You're going to just stay stagnant. So you've got to try something different than everybody else is trying to get out there, and possibly a different strategy could make it a whole lot different racing.
It could. And sometimes, I mean, you have to try different strategies, but there's some races that actually, if you didn't take the same strategy as one other person, you'll be like, man, if I wouldn't have done that, I wouldn't have had a shot at the end, and I shouldn't have done that. But some races, you can do different strategies in order. As we always say, racing is a gamble. You have to try different strategies sometimes, like this race here at Texas, and there's sometimes you have to take that shot and say, well, I'm going to follow this guy in, and it's going to have to work, because if I use a different strategy this way this race is going right now, it's not going to work for me. So,
hey Drea, how you doing? Well, Bobby Zielinski did get back on the lead lap as he passed up the leader. Now here comes David Schutt up on Marcus Richardson. He's going to try to get back on the lead lap, and so is Tyler Ducharme. Guys all a lap down.
Yeah, and right here is where you're definitely going to see how much tires matter, as these guys are just going to blow by Marcus Richardson.
Yep,
it's
like
like
Marcus.
nothing, yeah.
Or like Bobby Zielinski just did here just a minute ago. He just blew by Marcus.
Yep, that's what you're going to see. That's going to be the downside when Marcus makes his pit stop. He's going to be way behind, but then he's going to have fresh tires and start gaining that time back. It's just going to be interesting to see if he's going to lose too much time, or if he's going to be able to gain it all back. So, yeah, if it stays green, it's going to be very interesting.
Well, it's kind of like a cat and mouse type game, but with the way these guys are different on the different strategies like that, it all evens out in the end. But it's only a matter of somebody being ahead of somebody else for the win, And we know Marcus is used to doing them all in different strategies. I'm sure he's tested and tried every one of them, and he knows what works for him. May work for him, but it might not work for you, Jared.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you're going to see a lot of guys just drive by Marcus, get their lap back. So we got about only 8 cars on the lead lap at this moment. and we still got about, looks like 19 cars still run on the track.
22 on the track, or 21, excuse me.
Okay.
20. Yeah, Elijah Grassi is on pit road, and so is Tyler Sitford. Those two, I don't know if they're going to get back out or not, but right now we have 20 on the track. Kevin Scott, the last one out here, still turning laps, is 7 laps down, or 10 laps down, excuse me. So he's quite a ways back. But Marcus Freddie De La Rosa now in second place.
How about our third place guy? We haven't talked about him at all tonight.
There you go.
Yep, Nicholas Caressel.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying that same strategy that Marcus and Freddie are doing. So we got 3 guys on the trying to do the one-stop strategy, and then everybody else, I believe, is going to be pitting. They are just pitting. They're going to pit one more time. So we got 3 against about 15 or whatever. So.
Yeah, but you never know. These 3 guys right here, their strategy could work out in favor from the other 15. So, you know, as we talked about earlier, you got to try it, and if you don't, you'll be sitting there at the end of the race saying, man, if I would have tried that, what would have been the outcome? You know, you have to try it to get the outcome. So, I mean, it's great to see these guys trying a different strategy, making this race different, and, you know, it always makes the racing interesting when you have guys doing this, and I can't wait to see how it plays out for them. Hopefully in a good standing, but as I said, if not, they'll just battle back again next week and try it again.
Well, these guys, the guys with the new tires have closed the gap a little bit. I mean, look at Bobby Zielinski's already 19.5 seconds behind Marcus Richardson. But now if he's going to make, you know, another stop yet, which Marcus is going to be making a stop, and it's just going to be exactly like you just said, Jared, that, you know, sure, Marcus may be back in 8th or, you know, 9th place or something like that after he makes his pit stop, but he's going to have fresher tires, and by then, these guys, their tires are going to be, you know, half worn out anyhow, and he'll just run them down.
He'll be gaining not just tenths, it's like he's going to be gaining seconds a lap. So, I mean, it's going to be lots of time. If this stays green, I'm liking the strategy that Marcus is doing. I think it might work out, but that's why we got to continue to race, because we don't know what's going to happen. So, still got, what is it, 50 laps to go, about 52 to go?
Yeah,
so
I look for him
a lot can happen.
I think he's probably going to wind up, he'll come in either in the next couple of laps, or he's going to stay out for another 10, and he might make it about another 12 laps, and that'll give him 40 to go. He'll have some pretty fresh tires on it, and you know, if the cart, he's coming in right now. Here he comes.
Yes, he is.
All right.
Question is, will Freddie follow him in? No, Freddie stays out.
Yeah, he wants to lead a lap. He'll probably come in on the next lap.
I hope he does, because if he doesn't, he's just going to be hurting himself out there the longer he stays out.
Yep. All right, 4-tire pit stop here. It's going to be about 50 to go for Marcus Richardson, so he should be able to make that.
Yeah, I expect him to go all the way to the finish with that stop, and I think we should probably see Freddie come in this time by, and yes, he is slowing down to come into his stall.
Yes, he is.
All right, Marcus is away. We'll catch up with Freddie De La Rosa here on his pit stop. Hey, Chuck Sweeting, thank you for the sponsor, brother. Thank you. That is so awesome. Oh, you get the new free emojis there. Click on the new emojis. You get the MaxSpeedTV one and the YouTube sponsor emoji. But thank you so much. That means a lot. Freddie in, and a 4-tire change for him, full of fuel. He'll be able to make it to the end, 50 laps to go. And the lead returned to Bobby Zielinski. And what a lead he's got over David Schutt. About 3.2 seconds back to David Schutt now.
Yeah, so now our top 5 is going to be Bobby Zielinski, David Schutt, Tyler Ducharme up to 3rd. What an incredible drive for him. Jake Nichols in 4th, and Zoltan's in 5th.
Yeah, but Jake Nichols trying to get by Tyler right now for that 3rd position. Not going to do it.
Wow. He got a little close there to his bumper trying to get back in line, but man, these two here are racing hard right now. We know how fierce competition that Tyler Ducharme can put on the field, and Jake Nichols too, so this is a good battle right here.
Yep, but don't count out Zoltan because he's right there.
behind him.
He's watching these two battle, and the more they battle, the closer he's getting. He's going, yes.
What a run. That's awesome.
Yep, he can smell the top 3. I can tell you that right now. He can smell the podium.
Tyler is way. Oh my gosh, he's almost at the wall right there.
I know it. How does he do that?
Awesome.
Before he gets a good solid run off of turn 4, though. Oh, they get together! Oh no, Tyler gonna go around. Wow, what a save though!
Wow.
Yeah.
But that did bring out the caution. Oh my goodness!
There's another save award.
I'm telling you. Let's go back and take a look at that. That was incredible right there.
That was shocking. I cannot believe that just happened. Holy cow.
I know it.
Yeah.
Well, Tyler was, he was trying to pinch Jake down there to make Jake left. He had a good run coming out of 4A here. He comes down the hill.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Maybe Jake kind of come up into him here. No. They kind of met in the middle. Jake really, he didn't move a whole lot there. Well, I guess he finally come up the hill.
I feel like when they got to the start-finish line there, he kind of came up a little bit because Tyler was pretty close to that wall. But I mean, that's just also I think that's just really hard racing. I know Jake wouldn't mean to spin him like that.
No, he didn't on purpose.
No, but wow, that really and all that strategy we were talking about, that throws that out the window.
Yep, it sure does. Now it's going to be a whole new ball game.
Actually, that's going to hurt Marcus really bad, actually, because he's being scored in 14th.
Yep.
So that caution was really, really bad timing for him.
Okay, let me ask you that. Maybe it'd be beneficial if he stayed out?
Now, I don't think so, because I know it sounds kind of wild, but he ran maybe above, 3-4 laps? That's probably almost a half a second to a second right there. He's going to have to come in and get tires as well with these guys. He would just fall right back to the field, I think. So, yeah, and he is coming in.
No, he's not.
It's gonna be.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see him try to drive to the field, but yeah, that's a bad timing caution for him.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he's probably shooting that in the foot right now. He's
not happy right now.
Yeah, it couldn't have happened at a worse time for him. Well, Walensky out first, and Bobby has led 64 laps in the race. I'm gonna say, let's see. Well, yeah, it's really close right now. He's gonna have to lead a couple more laps here to actually clinch the most laps led. So, well, we haven't talked to anybody yet. Let me see here. Let me get. How about we get? Where is Jake Nichols? I'll grab him and drag him down here. Let's talk to Jake.
It all depends.
Jake, Jake, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, Jake, we've seen some impressive runs coming out of you now. This really kind of messed up some people's strategies out there. How well did this play into your favor?
Well, hate to cause that caution there. I just was I was all over the place trying to hang on, passing Tyler there. But I think it helped me hurt guys like Marcus that were on the strategy to pit one time less, but I don't know what our plan is from here on out. We haven't decided if we're going to try to pit or not. I think we're going to try to go the whole way. I don't really know. It just all depends on what happens.
Well, yeah, it didn't look like, there was no intentional wrecking in that at all. You kind of come up, he kind of come down, and it was just one of them things. He was kind of like pinned on that wall right there, really had no room, but now that you're up here in third, what do you think about your chances here of getting by David Shutt and challenging Bobby Zielinski for this win?
I'm still trying to figure this out. We had a good understanding of what the car was doing the first run, and missing our stall somewhat too far right really pushed us back. We had to restart 8th, and just trying to get our track position back hurt our tires really bad. So I think our chances are pretty good now with being back up here. Hopefully we just go green to the checkered.
All right. Well, we wish you the best of luck out there, and keep up the good work, because I know, like I said, I know you didn't do that intentionally. It happens. It was just hard racing, but keep up the good work, and hopefully you got a win in your favor here tonight.
Yeah, I hope so too.
All right. Good luck, brother.
Thank you.
All right, there's your top 5 there, folks. Bobby Zielinski, David Shutt, Jake Nichols, Zoltan Hertzeg, and Bobby Cheney. Top 5.
And Bobby Cheney getting up to that top 5. It's a good run there. And then how about Nate's in 6th? Nate, Trado in 6th.
Trado.
So, yeah, so good run for him too here.
Yeah, and Stephanie Lessentine's back up at 8th, so she's back in the top 10 now, so we'll see what she can do here as well.
You got to watch Marcus Richardson going to be restarting in the 10th position on this restart. And also Freddie D back there in 12th. So those guys are going to be trying to come from the back a little bit.
All right, here we go. Pace car's about to head in. And Bobby Zielinski hits the gas, and we're back under green. And good start for Jake Nichols there, getting up side by side with David Shutt. David just like didn't go on that restart. And he better look out now, because here comes Zoltan Hertzeg.
Impressive run continues for him as he's bailing for 3rd now.
Yeah, the only thing that could actually probably deter him anymore right now would be is if he was really having a hard time getting by drivers, or if he got into somebody and he got damage on that car. I mean, he's kept the car clean all race long, and I look for it to be a good finish for Zoltan today. I wanted to talk a little bit about Marcus Richardson there for a minute. You know, yeah, he may have started back in 10th. He's already up to 8th and looking to pass Stephanie Lessentine for 7th. I really don't see any difficulties whatsoever, because, you know, we know how strong Marcus is, but I don't see a problem with him working to get around some of these guys and be up there inside that top 3 here, probably in the next 5 to 10 laps.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, he's just going to pick these guys up one by one. And, you know, also, when you get a little, you have something not go your way, kind of puts a little fire in you to drive even a little bit harder. So, you know, he fell back from that caution coming out. So, I mean, he's driving pretty hard right now to get up there.
Hey, my son's in there. All right, Aaron's in there watching. Nate Trito back to 6th place. Here comes Marcus up on him, though. Femi Olat back into the mix here. He's going to pass Stephanie Lessentine on the outside. This is getting to be a good battle here right now. Stephanie's trying to hang on to a top 10 really, really well. And here comes Tyler Ducharme. He's back in it.
Yeah, after that spin, already coming up to the top 10, Tyler Ducharme. Yeah. And yeah, Jeff, you mentioned earlier about Femi just kind of hanging back. I think that's what he was doing, and now he's making his move up into the top 10 there.
Yeah, he's having a great run now. Yeah, I think he was just hanging back there a little bit earlier, and it's great to see him up here in the top 10 now. And I think, you know, with Stephanie back here in the top 10 as well, where she got that win there back with Daytona, and then there's been a few races in between that where she's had some struggles. Tonight she's had her best run so far since those races in between tonight's race and Daytona, so I'm looking forward to her finishing the top 10 here possibly.
Yeah, and a great battle right behind her, Ariati, Freddie D, and Santiago there, you know, all running, like, trying to get that top 10.
Yeah.
As you see, you know, oh wow,
contact
between him and Freddie.
Oh, wow, Santiago.
I really need to stop talking about people, I guess. Jeez.
Every time you do, something happens to him. But good save by Santiago. But wow, he just kind of like bounced off of Freddie, bounced off the wall, but a good save.
Hey, but you know something else, Jared? Let's look at the right side here. Every time you do talk about them and they do hit the wall, they always have these great saves. So, you know, it's kind of like a win-lose.
I guess. Yeah.
It's kind of like a lose-win situation. You know, you're mentioning something about them, and then you're saying, hey, let's take a look at them, and they get into the wall, but then they get the win by saving it. So, you know, it's all good. It's like 50-50.
I guess, yeah.
Well, Jake Nichols back into 2nd. He got around David Shutt. Now he's got his sights set on Bobby Zielinski. He's running about 3/4 of a second behind him. And boy, that's going to be, that's like, you know, closing that gap on him is going to be like taking a bucket of water out of the ocean, I think.
Don't look now. Marcus Richardson's in the top 5.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
but look who's ahead of him. It's Zoltan Hertzeg. And we remember back to last week in Dover, Marcus Richardson and Zoltan Hertzeg had an amazing battle between them two going on for about 15 laps.
Yes,
So,
they did.
with Zoltan in front of him right here, I don't think Zoltan's going to go easy on him at all. Marcus Richardson's really going to have to, work around Zoltan here to get past him.
Oh yeah, he's not going to make it easy.
But I think between those two drivers right there, they have a lot of respect for each other, and that means a lot out there on the track. When you have respect for the driver that you're battling like that, and you know that he's going to be able to race you clean, you can battle side by side with him for many, many laps, and you wouldn't get together. That means a lot right out there with them too. Both of them respected him. Because I heard a lot of good things come out of Marcus's mouth last night when he helped me in the truck race about Zoltan. A lot of good things. So I think Marcus really, really respects Zoltan. He knows he's a great driver. He'll race you clean right to the bitter end. And we've seen some great racing coming out of Zoltan here this season.
Yeah, amazing racing coming from Zoltan.
Yeah, don't you agree, Jared? I mean,
Oh yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I never really, raced with him that much before the season, and then he came to SRA, and shoot, he's outrunning me a lot of the time. So I mean, he's been super impressive, and if he can just, kind of put the whole race together and get that top 5 here tonight, that'd be a great day for him. And it's going to be hard to hold off Marcus Richardson, though, as he's all over the back bumper here coming off 4.
Well, we haven't talked about Sean Williams today, and I kind of wanted to touch on him a little bit there because, we always try to cover Sean. I always like to keep an eye on where he's at. He is back here 16th, doing a great job, though. The car's pretty clean. He's riding here behind Delonte Ballard, but he is ahead of Nicholas Kressel. Now, Nicholas, we know sometimes when you get into the closing laps, Nicholas can get a little... I don't know what the word I'm looking for there. Maybe a little more aggressive, and I think he'll get up there and probably to challenge Sean. He's got plenty of laps to do it. We still got 30 to go.
Yep.
So, but I'm a little disappointed about Cody Miller's run here today.
Yeah, I mean, we've always said that Cody Miller's the most improved driver over here, but looks like as of lately, Rudy, he's kind of hit a slump here, sadly, and he's not been doing as well as he was back last season.
Yeah, this race here today, though, it looks like the rear end of the car is damaged right now, so that might be hurting him. We saw him have contact with Tyler Sifford earlier when he wrecked. So I mean, I think Cody's car just might be a little hurt right now, and also a little bit of not good luck either. So
yep.
I think he's just trying to hang on and just at least finish the race, and
and he's kind of behind some lap traffic coming up here, and battling their lap car. Let's see, who's that on the outside? Who is that? Lap car. Oh, Kevin Scott. Yeah, Kevin Scott battling him. It looks like Kevin may be just a little bit faster. Yeah, he gets around Cody. Wow, that was a pretty impressive run. But Kevin's 10 laps down.
Yeah, 10 laps down, but still out there digging, just trying to get experience, race the track and just finish the race. So, finishing these races, you never know. There's 30 to go. There could be some big crash, takes out 5 guys, and you get those 5 points. And
Oh, sure.
You never want to give up. A lot of times if I get wrecked, I just quit because I'm angry. But if you can just stay in these races, you can keep the car clean. You knock off solid finishes.
Oh, Marcus Richardson into 4th. So that battle between him and Zoltan kind of smoothed out there a little bit. Marcus did get by him. Goes into 4th. Now he's trying to run down David Shutt.
Side-by-side battle with Bobby Chaney and Nate Trado there.
Oh yeah,
that's for 6th. Look who's right behind him after that spin. Just what, 20 laps ago?
Yeah.
He's still up there digging on that high side right against that wall.
He really is.
Well, now's the time that anything that you have saved up, it's time to start letting it out because we got coming to 25 to go. So there's no saving anything now.
No, there isn't.
Well, thank you, Drea. Appreciate that. Lots of love to you. That's awesome. Thank you.
Wow, Tyler got really loose off too there, trying to battle
did.
Nate there. Wow.
Yes, he did. I'll tell you, Nate's doing he's another one that's kind of like, he had some good races, he had some so-so races, and then he had some, maybe not so good, so he's kind of like a bouncer. He bounces around a lot for his finisher.
I tell you what, he has a lot of speed. He can definitely, he can qualify, he can run some fast laps, and, it's all about putting that whole race together. It's, he didn't qualify, it looks like he qualified 18th today, so driving through the field there, it's putting a good race together here so far.
Well, I want to keep an eye on this battle here because it looks like Marcus Richardson has got the run. He's closed up on David Shutt now. This could be the battle for third place, and Marcus needs to get by David. He needs to clear him quickly here because with the laps winding down, if he's going to get up there and battle it up with Bobby Zielinski for the win, he's got to hustle.
Yeah, Marcus is 2 seconds back with about 23 to go. He's going to have to gain about a tenth or so a lap if he wants to catch Bobby. And Jake is about 7 tenths behind Bobby, just kind of hanging out right there.
If I know David Shutt, he's going to make Marcus earn that position. So he's not just going to give it to him. He's not going to pull over and say, "Here, you got it."
Oh no. David Shutt, no, he makes you work for it when you got a big race coming.
Now he just went up a little high right there, kind of moved up the line, but he got that great run off of turn 2 that he needed, just enough to keep him ahead of Marcus. Now he takes it down to the bottom in 3 and 4. Marcus kind of swings up high to try to get the run maybe out of the corner here, and he got a run. He got a little bit of a run. He's going to look to the inside of David Shutt. He's got the nose inside of him.
Yeah, but he's looking to throw it into that corner, but David Shutt drove it in hard as well. They're still side by side. What a battle here for third.
Yeah. Well, Marcus Richardson, he'll just dive into those corners if he knows he can do it. David Shutt will do it as well.
Man, I'm telling you, how did he keep that car from not going sideways right there?
I don't know.
Oh, man. That car was right on the edge.
Guys over here tonight with great saves.
Yep. Well, let's let Zoltan close that gap back up on these two. They're racing side by side. He's closed that gap.
Yeah. Wow, I'm actually surprised. Look who's in 6th place, Bobby Chaney.
I know it. This is great.
Yeah.
He's another one of those guys that's been running that high line a lot of this race, and it is definitely working for him. He's been right around that 5th, 6th, 7th place all race long, having a solid run tonight.
Yeah, he really is. Kind of wanting to go back here to 11th place, Femi Olat. What you said there earlier, Jared, when we seen him kind of, back in like around 16th or 17th place before he started the race that night, he really didn't look like he was doing too well. He did get up front and start getting in the top 10 there a little bit, but now he's right outside the top 10 again, and it kind of looks like he just hit a wall here, and he hasn't been able to do anything for these past couple of laps.
Oh, Nate right up into the wall, man.
Yeah.
His tires were actually rubbing the wall, I think.
Yeah, I think they were.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just kind of a struggle tonight for Femi, really. Like I said earlier, we're kind of used to him up in the top 5 often.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if he had any contact in this race. I know he did with Josh earlier. I don't think he really hurt his car. So, just kind of a struggling night.
You can't really see any damage on Femi's car at all. I mean, it looks fairly clean. So, might be other issues with maybe the setup or something he doesn't like about the setup, or something is amiss on that car.
Some guys don't like Texas. They just dread. Yeah, it used to be a great track to race at. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. It was like racing Kansas or Charlotte. You could just throw it into corners and it would stick. But with this new build, man, it just doesn't work that way, does it, Jared?
No, not at all.
And nobody in chat watching this race, or nobody here get me wrong, this is just my opinion, but I think out of all a mile and a half tracks, most of the racing with real life NASCAR and most leagues on iRacing, I'm leaving SRA out of this because they've had an amazing race here tonight, but most leagues on iRacing and most other races on iRacing and most real races on most mile and a half tracks, because iRacing tries to get them to real life expectancy as close as possible, the mile and a half tracks just don't have it anymore. They have boring races. and they don't have that mentality they used to have back when NASCAR first started racing at them. So but to me the tracks I think still pretty good on iRacing standpoint would be Charlotte and Chicagoland. They have some amazing races at those tracks, and I think that but with sometimes Texas and Atlanta really being with the same configuration as Charlotte, they still don't have the same character that Charlotte does, and they're a little bit more harder to drive.
Guys, I think we ought to crank it up one more time here. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yellow flag is out.
Okay, so we did have a caution there. It looks like Ariotti may be done for the day. Let's go back here and take a look at it real quick. Give me a second.
Yeah, I tell you, Femi and Ari were racing really hard, and off two, Ariotti just got a little loose.
Oh, yeah, he was loose going into one right there. Whoa!
Yeah.
Holy smokes, clear down on the bottom. Oh, and he did tap the wall a little bit right there. Oh, yeah, he was and Femi did get into him after Ari hit the wall, though, and Femi's going to hit the wall as well.
Yeah, he made some pretty good contact with that outside wall there.
Oh,
yeah.
Boy, he did.
Yeah, I was watching the couple S4. They were side by side racing really hard, and yeah, just hard racing with under 20 to go, and
Yep.
But now we're gonna have ourselves a shootout.
Oh yeah,
man, this is gonna be a battle right here. I'm telling you.
Pit stops are going on right now.
Yeah, I just wanted to note,
up here. Go ahead.
Stephanie Lessentine did an amazing job getting by Femi and Ari there. Seeing her dive down on that bottom, and that was great because she's been having bad luck, and it was good that she got around that and wasn't involved in that incident.
Bobby Zielinski.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like Bobby Zielinski wins the race off pit road, but man, Jake Nichols had an amazing stop too, but he just couldn't get there to get to him. But I think when this restart happens here, guys, I think we might be looking at a good battle shaping up between Bobby and Jake.
Well, one I wanted to talk to, let's talk to David Shutt here because he's been running really well. Anybody want to talk to him?
Yeah, I will.
All right, there you go.
David Shutt, you got a copy?
Yes, I do. How's it going?
Oh, it's going great up here. We've been having a great time calling this race, but we want your thoughts on this race tonight, David. You've been having a great run so far. You started 6th, you've been staying around the top 5, top 10 all night long. Tell us about your racing out there for everybody tonight.
Yeah, definitely blast out here. You can move around the track. It's awesome. I don't know if we have anything up here for the leaders, but shooting for a top 3 here. Marcus is definitely fast. Zielinski and Nichols. So looking forward to hopefully getting a good finish out here. Just don't want to wreck. I don't want to kind of mess up a good run here, but no, great race. Hope you guys are enjoying watching it.
Oh yeah, we're enjoying it.
What a blast.
When you're having a blast driving the car as well. But with that being said, you said you didn't know how much you'd have for the the leaders up front here. Well, what is your thoughts though on with the laps that's left for coming down here? There will be about 10, 11 laps left, and you probably get the green flag. But what's your thoughts and game plan on what you need to do to try to execute a perfect move to try to get up front and start battling with Bobby and Jake here, kind of keep Marcus and Bobby Cheney at bay?
Yeah, I'm not really sure because everybody's obviously gonna be flat out pretty much. Don't got to worry about tires. Feel like you can hold your position on the outside in 3 and 4. So it should that should create a lot of fun racing here. And if the leaders get in it, it'll obviously draw back more cars to get in the race. So I think it's going to be an awesome finish to watch.
Awesome. All right, David. Well, thanks for talking with us, and good luck in the rest of this race. And hope to talk to you at the end of the race as well.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Man, I'm telling you what, this is going to be wild here, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think, Jared? Now, you know these guys as well as we do. What do you expect? Do you expect another caution to happen here before this is over?
Well, with 10 to go, I would not be surprised by, you know, some contact or some cautions. They're going to be driving as hard as they can. What's going to be key on this restart, though, in my opinion, we've seen on the few restarts today, is that second place right here is Jake. That second place guy on these restarts have really not gotten going. It's hard to really time it when, you know, the leader goes. And if Jake can time this restart and get a good restart, I think he's going to have a shot at it, but if he doesn't get a good restart, then David Shutt's going to try to take advantage of it. So it's going to be key on how good of a restart Jake can get here.
Yeah, and then not only that, if he doesn't start well, that's going to hold up Marcus Richardson. Marcus is probably going to look for a hole in the bottom there.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe to slip in behind Shutt or, you know, maybe ahead of Cheney. Here we go, back to green. Get him going, Jeff.
All right, we'll do. All right, pace car heads back into pit road, and just as soon as it does, there goes Bobby Zielinski back on the gas pedal, and we're back underway here for the Tornado Tailgaters Gen 6 Series here for SRA at Texas. Wow, amazing restart there for Bobby Zielinski. And we got David Shutt now getting up on the back bumper of Jake Nichols.
Oh, wow. Right on the back with slight contact. Oh, wait, we got a crash.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there's a lot of guys.
Uh-oh. Lassentine out of the... And no caution. Sean Williams.
Yellow. Sean Williams is around too. What a tough break.
Oh, man.
But you know what makes this break even tougher? I just went back and looked at this net code between Stephanie and Josh Robin. Josh Robin got down on the apron going into one. He got loose on the apron, shot off the racetrack, and when he shot off the racetrack, he never made no contact with Stephanie. It was like an air bubble had hit her off of his car, so that's a tough break. But she did an amazing job keeping it out of anybody else. Nobody else made contact with her, but she got the car back going, so she's fine, but she's sadly going to lose positions on this.
And the bad luck really just continues for her.
Yeah, look at this battle here between Marcus Richardson and David Shutt. It's just exactly what we were talking about earlier.
And
David's going to make... I think Marcus is going to get him, but I'll tell you what, he didn't just, David didn't just pull over and let him have it either.
Oh, no.
He let him work for it. So.
Yeah. And I'll tell you right now,
Marcus
the same
got
thing's going to happen
with Jake Nichols. Yeah, I don't know though. I think Jake's going to be able to hold off Marcus. I may be wrong on that, but
we both could be, but I agree with you on that. I didn't mean to cut into you there, but that's what I was going to say. I was going to say that I think, you know, with what you said with David Shutt, hold off Marcus for as long as he could and giving him a great run, making him work for it. You know that Jake Nichols and Bobby Zielinski do the same to Marcus as well. They're going to make him work as hard as he can to try to get around them.
I'll tell you what, Freddie D.
Wow, yeah, look at Freddie.
Look at the outside of David Shutt. Now, David was really loose that time coming off the two back there. And that let Freddie get right up on his bumper.
Yeah, that was a power move by Freddie on the outside right there to get alongside David Shutt. And oh wow, Shutt got a really good run through 1 and 2.
Yes, he did.
Can he come up in front of him?
He does.
Wow, holy cow.
Freddie's going to try the crossover.
Yeah, I think Freddie might have gotten the wall there a little bit with that.
And Marcus looking underneath second place, Jake Nichols.
Jake Nichols went up the track. I think he's just trying stuff. He's trying different lines here. He's only 5 laps to go.
Well, he's seen other drivers do it up there on the high side, and he knows where the work.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I can tell up on that middle lane, not the highest lane, but the middle lane, it looks like there is a little bit of rubber work in there now, so that might be giving him a little bit of extra of a running area to go to. Since that rubber's working up there a little bit now as well.
Yes, sir. Marcus is going to try again here. Looks like he's kind of cooling his tires off a little bit. Oh, Jake, a little wiggle coming out of Ford. Marcus is loving it.
Yeah, well, you know what? Also, just that little wiggle, the way he was sideways right there, that could have worn his tires down a little bit, and that could allow Marcus to catch it.
Marcus
Marcus got a great run right there. He's going to get side by side with him right here.
Yeah.
Oh,
that an amazing run.
Yep. And that just cost Jake probably second place right there. Yeah, Marcus does get around him. Jake's not going to fight him. He says, man, as loose as he was, he just cannot do that. He can't keep doing that. And at least try to pull out a podium finisher.
Exactly, yeah. Because we look back to that, Rudy, looking at that last lap there before this transpired when Marcus passed him, and he got loose coming into turn 4, and was sliding through there. That wore his tires out. It got him angry at him. It also got him hot. So with those tires being hot, that also makes the car feel loose. So the only other way that he had an option to do was to let Marcus go by so it starts to cool off and he can try to get a podium finish out of this. Because
yes, sir.
Just kept in it. Those tires would have got hotter, and that car would have felt worse.
Well, we got 2 to go here, and well, I'm going to tell you, Jake's kind of keeping the pressure on Marcus. I don't see Marcus getting intimidated by it. I don't think he's going to lose second, but he surely is not going to get up there in time to catch Bobby Zielinski. Bobby's going to come out here with the win for the 109 laps led. That's just an amazing
performance. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, 109 laps, folks, out of 130. Unbelievable. White flag.
But they ain't over yet. He's still got to make one more lap around this racetrack. Something could happen.
Yep. David Shutt, fourth place, excuse me. Doesn't look like he's going to get up there in time. Freddie D backs off. Zoltan, top 6.
Yeah.
Great run. Just outside that top 5, but a 6 is a good run for him.
All right, well, here we come out of turn 4 with Bobby Zielinski bringing it home at Texas here tonight for the SRA Tornado Tailgaters. Congratulations to Bobby Zielinski.
Great drive.
Yes, great run.
Yep. And Marcus Richardson will come across the line and get second place, and Jake Nichols will get third.
Awesome run, man. That was just awesome. All right, we'll get the guys down here real quick. Give us a minute.
I'll take.
All right. Bobby Zielinski, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, congratulations on your victory tonight here at Texas Motor Speedway. Tell us about that late race restart there with about 9 to go, and what your thoughts were with, Jake and Marcus behind you there. But it looks like you got a pretty good run on them and got some ground between you and them.
Yeah, for sure. It went really well there at the end. Caution came out, and we do have late race cautions quite a bit here, so just had to make sure to get a good pit stop under that yellow to make sure I kept the lead, and then just put in clean laps, and hopefully that would have been good enough, and it ended up being good enough. Marcus caught Jake there, and they started racing, so that gave me some more time as well. So I was just able to just focus on the line and drive.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you started third place tonight, and you had an amazing run. But there was one time there back with one of the cautions where you guys pitted, and it looked like you had a little bit of a, you got mired back in traffic there. But tell us how it was trying to work back up through traffic and get back to the front.
I think you may be mistaking me for someone else, because I didn't have any pit stop issues for once. But
I wasn't saying it was a pit stop issue. I just seen that you got mired back in traffic with one of the pit stops.
But yeah, I mean, either way, it is tough to pass here and all that. But with the high line in 3 and 4, you can kind of make things happen. But yeah, I don't know. I think for the race overall, everything really kind of went my way. I mean, we had that green flag, big green flag run, and me and Marcus were doing different strategies, and then the caution came out the worst time for him, so that gave me a big buffer. I think he was faster than me by a little bit, especially on the long run, so that helped a lot. But yeah, I mean, I like this track and all, and I really like it in the Gen 6, so yeah.
Cool. Well, Bobby, you come into tonight's race as the points leader with 6 points ahead of Benjamin Nelson, and you're going to go ahead even farther with this win tonight. But with your pro, I don't know I lost the word I was looking for, but where you have to go, do pro races, I could say, with that, probably going to get ready to start back up here shortly. What is your aspect with this? Being the point leader right now, 5 races in, will you be able to, go and contend for a championship here at SRA once again?
I think yes in the Cup Series. I mean, you never know what pops up, right? But more likely in the Cup Series than the Sunday Truck Series. I missed yesterday's race, but I do like the Cup Series more. I honestly never really liked the trucks, but I obviously like the Cup cars a lot, and there's always great competition here. Marcus seems to race the Mondays more, so that's nice for competition. Added on to everybody else. So I think I'm gonna do the full season, but I can't make any promises.
Understandable, and couldn't have said that better myself with the competition with Marcus and everybody, so. But once again, Bobby, congratulations here on your win tonight at Texas and keeping that point lead strong. Do you have anybody you'd like to give thanks or shout out to before you go celebrate?
Yeah, for sure. Everyone, Sim Racing Authority for putting this league on year after year. I mean, it's been over 4 years now, and I've been in the league for a little over 3 years now, and it's been great. I know the 3-year anniversary of MaxSpeedTV is coming up in a couple of months as well, broadcast in the SRA, so that's pretty cool. Thanks all sponsors on the car, especially Virtual Racing School, for all the support they give, and you can go over there for many things, sim racing, and thanks to my other sponsors, New Age Metal Finishing and United Western Industries.
All right, Bobby. Well, once again, congratulations on your victory tonight here at Texas Motor Speedway, and good luck in next week's race.
Thanks.
All right, Jared.
Marcus, you got a copy?
Yo.
Hey, yes, I know second is obviously not where you want to finish, but we saw you, and I think it was just Freddie, do that one-stop strategy there at the end, and then that caution it really hurt you. Just basically talk about your race and also that caution coming out. Was that really just the difference between you being able to, race Bobby out for the win?
Yeah, I was gonna win, but it didn't work out. And then we had to restart with like 50 to go, and I had just pit, so then I was on a fuel advantage and disadvantage. They all had more fuel than me, so I was just kind of behind the 8 ball after that, and just got what I could get.
Yeah, I definitely, from what I was kind of watching everything, I was pretty sure if it was stayed green, you definitely would have had it. That sucks that caution came out, but up here in the booth, we saw guys all over the racetrack. You're usually the one that always, kind of runs on the bottom when everyone's running, moving around and stuff, but we saw some great racing. And how was the car tonight for you, and did you like the set, and talk about kind of the racing out there?
I didn't mind the setup. It was somewhat neutral. It was a little tight in the short run, a little loose at the end of a run. The high line was weird. Like, I feel like it would work one lap, and then you'd try it again the next lap, and you'd be terrible. So I just stayed on the bottom and did what I knew I knew how to do. I couldn't get the high line to work. It just wasn't working for me.
All right. Well, like I said, I sucks you didn't get the win tonight. Bobby dominated. I think you kind of had something for him tonight. Oh, well, you did definitely, but just that caution just really, really hurt you. But just anybody you want to shout out and give thanks to for your run tonight.
Shout out to all you guys for broadcasting, and Tornado Tailgaters for sponsoring the series, and everyone at Richmond Raceway for sponsoring my car, and congrats to Bobby on the win, and Jake and Shut for the hard racing at the end. I was kind of loose. Almost wrecked like 3 times.
Yeah, I definitely saw that. All right, well, thanks, Douglas. Congrats on second, and see you next time you're on the track.
Yep, thanks.
Marcus, again, thank you for helping out last night in the booth. You did an awesome job, brother. Awesome.
Yep, thanks.
We got to do it again.
I'm down.
Okay, all right.
Please do it again.
All right, we've caught up with third place, Jake Nichols. Jake, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, tell me about the racing there, and it didn't look like you were going to, just, let Marcus get by you, but you kind of was forced into it right there. You really didn't have much of a choice. He seemed to be a little bit faster than you, but how much did that last caution there affect you in your strategy?
I think overall it might have helped us. It got us closer to the lead once again, but it was really, really difficult to hold him off there we were trying something with fuel that we didn't really try before during the race. So it was really tight. Like one moment it'd be super tight, we'd be trying to get it to turn, and then the next moment it'd be out of control, loose. So trying to battle that, trying to catch up to Bobby and hold off Marcus is a little much. They had just a little bit of an edge that race after lap 50 or so. We were trying to hang on, trying to learn behind Bobby there. That certainly helped being behind him again with about like 50 to go or 40 to go. Because we could try to learn and see what he's doing and what I'm doing wrong in certain parts of the track. But the car just felt a little tighter, and I think that really hurt us there in the late race.
Well, that's what we were kind of seeing too. It looked like you were searching the track there them last probably 10 laps, and looking for a faster way to get around. Now it worked a couple times, or you kind of went high and Marcus he couldn't get that run on you, but finally he did work the corner just right and got his nose under you, and then it seemed like it was over from there. But solid run again tonight, Jake. This is really going to help you in the points a lot and keep you right up there battling for these guys. But what did you think of the setup out here tonight?
It was pretty good. It was a balance between tight and loose. It just depends on it depended how you drove it, which I like. I like having that option rather than just being super loose or super tight. And tonight was definitely the balance and trying to just figure out what line we needed to run to keep pace with with Bobby and Marcus and David out there.
Very good. All right, Jake. Well, congrats on third, and anybody you want to thank tonight for your third place finish?
Yep, the Sim Speed Shop for coming on board. You guys for doing these broadcasts here at SRA. Everyone at SRA or Sim Racing Authority for putting on these races, and the Tornado Tailgaters for sponsoring the series. It's always great to have the support of someone to sponsor a series here on iRacing, especially a league as good as this one. That's for sure.
All right, Jake. Well, we'll see you next week, brother, and thanks for talking with us.
Yep, you too.
All right, folks, we'll get up here on our winner. Let's run down through the final results here. Bobby Zielinski coming home with the win. Marcus Richardson second. Jake Nichols will finish third. David Schutt with a solid run here tonight. Great finish for him, fourth place. Freddie D coming up through the field, finishing fifth. And Zoltan Herczeg, man, what a run for him tonight. He just really showed the talent that man's got. He'll come home sixth. Nate Trito seventh. Tyler Ducharme, another one that, I mean, if he wouldn't have got a little bit of damage on that car, I think he would have been a factor of the rest of the race. He did get up there and lead some laps, but very, very good. Bobby Chaney ninth, and Delonte Ballard rounds out the top 10. Jeff?
Yeah, we got Cody Miller finishing 11th place tonight, so good run for Cody, getting back up toward the top 10 there, but just couldn't quite get in the top 10, but still great run for him after struggling there in the beginning. Josh Robin will finish in 12th. Nicholas Caressel will finish in 13th. Stephanie Lesentine, she had a great run going too. She got into an incident there, but saved the car, got mired back to 17th, and she'll come up and finish 14th, so she did pick up some more positions, so that's good to see. Femio Lat will finish in 15th, Ariotti in 16th, Sean Williams will finish 17th, James Koulibaly in 18th, Kevin Scott 19th, and Santiago Tyrese will round out your top 20. Jared?
Yeah, Tyler Siff for 21st. Tough break for him getting in an accident, hitting the inside wall, and really just ruined his day. 21st time Elijah Gracia, 22nd Brad Bothwell, 23rd Will Klein disconnected for some reason early in the race, finished 24th, and Ethan Kurtz 25th out of the 25 cars that raced tonight.
All right, very good. All right, well, congratulations again to our winner here tonight. We got Bobby Zielinski coming home with the win here tonight for after 130 laps at Texas. Congratulations to him. Thanks for watching tonight, folks. SRA Tornado Tailgaters on board this season. Tune in next week. Going to be some good racing. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night. We have the Nork iRacing Series, and that'll be fun. I'm not sure exactly what track they're at. They're going to be at Road Atlanta tomorrow night. So, man, you got to tune in for that. That's going to be really good. We'll be going live at 7:10 Eastern Time. So tune in for that tomorrow night on MaxSpeedTV. All right, folks, well, that'll wrap up tonight's broadcast. Until next time, stay safe and have a good night.